Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Mike's 15. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Quick throw here to Hilton. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. All day, baby. All day.
Second down. Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready. 10-2 stop. Greystone Cabin.
Let's go. Check. Out. Switch it. Clear, switch it.
Yes.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down,
he rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Come on now, let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Check 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Go. Hot. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Go. We got it. Right, fellas. Hey, Mike's.
Play fake. Murray. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
SOS.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
58, come on. Get that quarterback.
Hey, Wahoo.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Check down.
Second and 9 now. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, let go.
58, Mike.
Hey.
Strip that ball.
5.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sideline.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike's 15. Your track.
To throw is Murray, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Devin Bush, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
I got 15. All day, just like that. Just like that. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15.
Ain't no such thing as a look.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Tighten up. That's it. 15's the mark. 15's the mark. 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, they go right back to Hunt, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Look at me, zipper.
He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
This is fielded inside the 5. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check.
To throw, it's Murray. It's caught by Bryant. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Swift. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 6 seconds.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Charlie. Ready, ready.
On second down now, it's Hunt. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Go, go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Throwing on second down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike 58 right there. I'm trying to collect.
Hey, wahoo!
Now back to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Go! 8, read. Hey, let's go.
58 to Mike. Let's go, let's go. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Go. Now.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Check.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 46-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.